I used to run 5 days a week. Not because I loved it, I hated every second, but because I thought that's what you had to do to lose fat. I'd be out at 6 a.m., lacing up my shoes like I was in some off-brand Rocky montage, running 3 miles in the cold, questioning every life choice. And after 3 months of that, I gained 4 pounds. 4. I was running 15 miles a week, and somehow getting fatter. My knees hurt, I was tired all the time, and I was eating like a golden retriever that found the trash can just destroying anything in front of me. So I stopped running. I started walking instead. And in 8 weeks, I lost more fat than I did in 3 months of running. The worst part? The science backed it the whole time. I just didn't want to believe it, because walking felt like giving up. Like something your grandma does at the mall. Like admitting I wasn't hardcore enough. But I was wrong. And maybe you are too. The big lie. More sweat equals more fat loss. Here's why this myth sticks. You run, you sweat, your heart's pounding, your watch cheers you on for burning 600 calories. It feels like you did something. Then you walk. No sweat, no fanfare. Your watch gives you 180 calories and a look of disappointment. Obviously, you choose running. But that's the trap. Because your body's not a calculator. It's a paranoid accountant. And when you burn a ton of energy all at once, it panics. The fitness industry sold us this equation. Harder workout equals more calories burned equals more fat lost. Sounds great on paper. But on paper, I'm also meal prepping every Sunday and surviving on 4 hours of sleep. Meanwhile, I'm in a drive-thru Wednesday night, calling it a strategic refeed. What's actually happening? Stress, cortisol, and cravings. Running, especially for beginners or folks who haven't worked out since high school gym class, spikes cortisol, the stress hormone. Now, cortisol in small doses? Fine. But too much? Too often? That's when your body says, we're in danger? Better hoard fat and crank up cravings. Not for kale. For garbage. For high-calorie, fast-reward food. And suddenly you're undoing all that cardio without even realizing it. You grab an extra handful of trail mix, a smoothie, a bigger dinner. Boom, you're at net zero, or worse. Walking? It doesn't spike cortisol. Your hunger stays normal. You burn fewer calories per minute, sure, but your body doesn't try to undo it. You actually keep the deficit. It's like withdrawing $20 a day versus blowing 500 inches one go. One triggers a fraud alert, the other, quiet and consistent. Why people quit the 3-week wall? Week 1, you're hyped. New shoes, new playlist, full Rocky energy. Week 2, your knees start whispering complaints. Your shins are filing HR reports. Week 3, you look in the mirror, flex, relax, flex again, and nothing's changed. Maybe it's worse. You're bloated, tired, and now avoiding your running shoes like they owe you money. And you think, what's the point? That's not a willpower problem. That's a strategy problem. You picked a method that fights your biology, and when biology wins, you blame yourself. You can't out-discipline your endocrine system. I tried. Doesn't work. Just leads to peanut butter at midnight. Not that I've done that. What actually works, the simple stuff. Here's what does work. Warning. It's aggressively unsexy. Walk. A lot. 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Not speed walking. Not uphill with a weight vest walking. Just walking. Normally. Like a person. It burns 300 to 500 calories, depending on your size. No cortisol spike. No eat everything in sight response. And most importantly, you'll actually do it daily for months because it doesn't suck. This is why it works. You don't need to psych yourself up for a walk. You can do it while on the phone, getting coffee, after dinner. I started walking during podcasts, and now it's one of my favorite parts of the day. The common mistake? People try to make walking intense. Don't. The intensity isn't the point. Consistency is. Fix your food gently. You cannot outwalk a bad diet. But walking plus reasonable eating? That's a winning combo. You don't need a macro plan or a 4-0 tab spreadsheet. You need to eat slightly less, eat more protein so you're not constantly hungry, and do it longer than 3 weeks. Boring? Yes. Effective? Also yes. Bonus tip: lift weights. I know, curveball. This is about walking, but here's why lifting matters. Walking burns fat. Lifting builds muscle and keeps your metabolism high. Together, they change how your body looks and feels. Running is optional. Lifting plus walking is the real formula. And before the lean runner shows up in the comments, yes, running works for some. This isn't about the already fit. This is about the person 30 pounds overweight who just wants to start and not burn out. The real secret identity and the suffering trap. The real reason I kept choosing running? Not because I thought it worked better, but because I thought I needed to suffer to earn results. We think ease equals laziness, that if it doesn't hurt, it doesn't count. That's not fitness, that's trauma. Walking works. It's just hard to accept that something so simple can be enough. But it is. Final thing. Go for a walk today. 20 minutes. That's it. No app, no pre-workout. Just walk. Big things start small. I'll see you in the next one.